and gentlemen, live from the historic Alois Theater in Springfield, Missouri, it's the Mystery Hour. And here's your host, Mystery Jeff Houghton.
Thank you. I have had these jeans for quite some time. You know how jeans get tighter as they go? Hey, we have a great show for you guys tonight. What? Yes, Kenny DeForest is here. We also have the music of Jackson Stokes. Yeah. I think we should get this started. Let's do it. Awesome. All right. How are you guys doing? Good? Ooh, look at that. Got sets glowing. It's the winter time. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, guess what? Tonight we have a very special treat. We get to hear from another stand-up. Well, the interview is stand-up a little bit later, Kenny DeForest, but then we get to hear from another stand-up. Right about now, please put your hands together for Roomba Jeff Foxworthy.
If you've ever run into the same wall 3 times in a row, you might be a Roomba.
Is it working?
If you've ever eaten dirt for a living, you might be a Roomba. If you've ever been stepped on in the dark, you might be a Roomba. If you've ever gotten lost under a couch, you might be a Roomba. If you've ever tried to eat a sock for 10 minutes, you might be a Roomba. If you're great in theory but worthless in practice, you might be a Roomba. That's my time. Good night.
That's a real thing we just did. Hey, speaking of real things, Mo, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How's it going, Jeff?
I'm good.
I just met Jeff Foxworthy.
You just met Jeff Foxworthy?
Yeah, that was crazy. Little smaller than I thought.
Hey, one of the things I love is catching local news stories. You can find really interesting things out about your community, your region, that sort of thing. I caught this local news story recently I thought you guys might like a lot. Check it out.
A new martial arts studio here in town is offering a unique form of martial arts to the heartland. For the story tonight, we go to America's Midwest foreign correspondent, Jeff Houghton.
Korea's have Taekwondo. Brazil has Jiu-Jitsu. Israel has Krav Maga. And now the Midwest has their own martial art. They call it Taekwondo. Here at Dunham's Martial Arts, they train in kicking, punching, and self-defense. Infused with some good old-fashioned Midwest nice.
Sorry. We train our students so they don't have to use it. But if they do need to defend themselves, we want them to apologize while they do it.
My bad, how's your mom? My bad, how's your mom?
They cover everything from the basics to the advanced.
Excuse me, let me scooch by you. Excuse me, let me scooch by you. Excuse me, let me scooch by you. Let me scooch by you.
I really enjoy that it gives me the opportunity to defend myself when need be, but the wisdom to know when not to use it.
Receive the gift. Mail the thank you. Into tornado warning.
Many students say that more than self-defense, the classes help them grow in competence for their everyday life as well.
There's this guy at work that bullies me, and yesterday he was talking about my mom again, and I had the courage to not offer him a second helping of casserole. And he likes casserole.
Others definitely feel empowered and strong and capable.
I definitely feel empowered and strong and capable.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can we get the check? Whenever you're ready. No rush.
Excuse me, ma'am. May I have a check? Whenever you're ready. No rush.
For 41-year-old Stacy Williams, it's all about reaching her dreams.
This is a big day for Stacy. A little over a year ago, she couldn't even break a beef tenderloin, let alone a pork.
Yeah, I've been practicing really hard, and then I just focused today, and I did it. I broke the pork tenderloin, so a bunch of us are gonna go to Casey's and get a pizza. Well, some of us.
Proof that dreams do come true, as long as this studio stays in for business. I'm Jeff Houghton, America's Midwest foreign correspondent. Back to you, David.
Okay.
Hey, we'll be right back with Kenny DeForest. Stay where you are. That comedy bit brought to you by DRS CPAs and Advisors. Closed captioning provided by Paragon Architecture.
Branson, woohoo, you won't believe it until you do. Don't believe there's much to do. Let me give you an overview. Hike the hills, enjoy the view. Outdoor adventures to pursue. Escape a room and solve a clue. Unique museums to look into. Couples massage with your boo and do some shopping just for you. Branson, woohoo, you won't believe it until you do. More shows than you even knew. Amusement parks with shorter queues. So much cuisine for you to choose. Seafood, Italian, and barbecue. Log cabins fit your whole crew. A tired parent's rendezvous. Family time to feel brand new. I think we just had a breakthrough. Branson, woohoo, you won't believe it until you do. Do 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 do. Your vacation is overdue. Woo!
The Mystery Hour is brought to you by 92.9 The Beat. Guest booking provided by Gig Salad. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, guess what? We're going to have an interview, but he's a stand-up comedian, so we decided we need to have the stand-up comedian do some stand-up. So please put your hands together for Kenny DeForest. Kenny.
Oh, my. How fun. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is great. It's good to see you guys. I've had an exciting year. I got engaged this year. How about that? And my fiance is way more successful than me. So double. Yeah! Apparently that's supposed to bother me, that she's more successful than I am. My friend was giving me a hard time. He was like, doesn't that bother you, dude? You're a man. She's a woman. She makes more money than you. She's always out traveling around, doing business without you, traveling the country, leaving you at home. Doesn't that bother you? And I was like, man, the way I look at it, the more she has going on, the less time she has to notice just how little I'm doing. I think it's, I'm just saying, if you want to be a lazy man, find you a busy woman. She'll have no idea how much PlayStation you play. She's too busy stacking money. But I'm ready to be engaged. I turned 33 this year, and I'm ready. You know, I think your 30s is a good time. As a man especially, your 20s, you're like a dog. You just got to run around the backyard until you make yourself tired. And then you come to the door like, I'm ready to be a good boy. You can let me in now. I've eaten grass until it made me throw up enough. I think I've learned my lesson, and I promise I won't pee on the floor anymore. And they let you in, and it's good. If you do your 20s right, you should be exhausted by 30. That's what I'm saying. You should be ready to throw on some sweats, watch some Netflix. Because I'm changing. I'm 33. I'm not old. I don't like when young people act like old people, but I am different. I used to be real fun, and now I'm not, and I don't know what happened. I was a blast in my 20s. I used to go out all the time and party all night, watch the sunrise. I'd flip the sun off like, caught me again, son. Ah! Now I don't do any of that. Now what I do for fun is I wander around and I look at stuff and I go, I wonder how they built that. That's me having the time of my life at 33. Oh. It's weird, man. I'm just changing. I got new interests, things I never used to care about at all. It's the most important things in my life. Like all of a sudden, I just want to build shelves real bad. Is that relatable? Why is it so relatable? Every time I tell this joke, at least one man in the crowd just starts crying immediately. Just like, oh, I thought I was alone. I feel seen, you know? I never thought about shelves once in my 20s. Now it's all I think about. And I think it's nesting urges for men. That's my current theory. I think that's how our bodies tell us it's time to put down some roots, settle down. It's a very shelf-based impulse. I feel it's like the male version of baby fever. That's what I think it is. Because my fiance, she's going through what she described as baby fever. She said in her early 30s, her body's just been shifting. You know, her hormones are changing. All of a sudden, she's getting signals all day that's just like, ooh, what about that baby? Maybe I'll just take that baby. Just make that my baby, you know? And it sounds real similar to what's going on with me, because I'm next to her like, what about that shelf? I'll just take that shelf. What about I'll just make that into a shelf, you know? And honestly, it works out kind of nicely, because she's over here like, what do you think about having a baby? I'm like, it sounds like a great reason to build shelves. Let's do this. You make the baby, I'll make it some shelves. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much.
Like we planned it. Up a step. Thanks for doing that. We've never done this format where someone does stand up and then comes to have a seat, which used to be like the big thing with Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to say you did great.
Thank you. And you are, thank you. And you are my Johnny Carson, so congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So here's my question for you.
Okay.
So what we didn't mention is you're from here.
That's right.
Moved to Chicago, moved to New York, moved to LA, and you're one of these people that I feel like we should really be cheering on. You've been on Late Late Show, Late Night. Your stand-up career is doing really well. What does stand-up look like for you right now? Are you touring a lot?
I am. I'm touring a lot, and I'm working on, I have a stand-up album that came out at the end of 2017, and I'm working on finalizing the follow-up, my second album, which will hopefully have a special component as well. So I've been touring, getting this material ready, tightening it up, and keep your eyes peeled for that. It should be sometime in 2020, it'll be coming out.
Because that's the deal. Like, we see you do this, and we're like, wow, that was really good. You probably worked on it a little bit. But really, you've been massaging it forever and ever and ever, right? Like,
yeah, it takes a long time. Thanks for sharing our tricks with everybody, Jeff.
You came up with it on the spot.
Yeah, I thought of it right then and there. I've never said any of those words before. I am a genius, you see.
You see? So you get back here occasionally? How often are you getting back?
Man, I try to get back a lot. I'm an Ozarks boy at heart. This is where I grew up, and my parents are still here. I'm close with them, so I've been back a lot over the past year, and I perform at the Blue Room every Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah,
and,
that's great.
So yeah, I'm back a lot.
So do you what's the difference in your mind between LA and New York? How do you like the experience?
Well, you can actually afford to live here and neither of those places. It's just, you got to be willing to give all your money to your landlord to live in either of those places. New York was great. I loved it for the stretch of time, but again, I'm in my 30s, and having 3 adult roommates and 1 bathroom was getting less cute as time went on. And my fiance moved to California, so I was like, I'm gonna go live with her. That's better.
How about there?
Yeah, how about there, where it's sunny all the time?
Yeah.
And my only roommate is someone I'm in love with, so that's much better.
The best roommate.
Yeah, the best roommate, exactly.
So how do you have to adapt when you're on the road as opposed to some of these, in New York, you had a show you produced, you kind of know that room, know who's coming. How different is that than the road?
Man, it really depends. I try not to judge my audiences. I think that's a big mistake a lot of comedians make.
Yeah.
You know, they go somewhere, they look at the crowd and assume they know what people want, and people just want to see you be you.
Yeah.
And so I try to adjust. I mean, of course, there's going to be adjustments if something's not working in the moment, but I try not to prejudge anything and just do whatever I'm working on and hope. Because I mean, really good comedy is getting everybody on board with your point of view, or as many people as you can. And if you're always changing your point of view based on what you see.
And I think because I lived in those places as well, and I think you share this experience as well, is that people there think that there's just this vast nothingness here.
Oh yeah.
Or vast mediocrity, or like.
Yeah.
But you know,
they think it's all one big state called the Midwest. They don't even realize it's different places with different cultures, and it's very people oversimplify what this is. And
right. They think it's just all blonde white guys.
Yeah, they do. And I'm here. Yeah. I'm here to prove that wrong, I guess. But yeah.
So what's next for you? Like, you have maybe a special coming up. Do you have where you're going to do that? Like, how does that work planning-wise? Do you have where you want to shoot a special?
I am in talks with a venue in St. Louis right now. We'll see if that gets finalized, but I would love to do it in Missouri.
What about here?
Yeah,
this is beautiful.
I know. Honestly, the thought of filling this place, though, is very nerve-wracking. So if you guys promise to all come.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm sold.
We're doing it.
Actually, here, Jeff, get out of here. I'm just going to start now. We're just going to film. We already have the cameras. I feel like
everything's set. Like, they seem to like that. Well, great. Well, I am committed to cheering for you, get other people to cheer for you, because I think it's really amazing what you've been able to accomplish, and it's awesome
thank
to
you,
see
man.
do
It's been a long slog, and it's starting to pay off, and I appreciate all the support. I really do, man.
Yeah.
And I try to rep the 417 everywhere I go. You know.
There you go. County DeForest. We'll be right back. Travel and accommodations provided by Hotel Vanderbilt. The Mystery Hour is brought to you by the Springfield, Missouri Convention and Visitors Bureau. To learn all about the incredible experiences you can have right here, visit springfieldmo.org. What is vacation? Is it the activities or the rides or the water, the restaurants? Or is it something else? Something between all of that you can't explain in a billboard. Because a vacation is being with the ones you're with. The fallacies of busy stripped away, practices pushed down the road, no more being here while your mind is there. Because on vacation, there's only here. There's only with, there's only time. In a way busyness can't compete. Vacations are giggling, they're strolling, they're slow, they're small hands pointed towards awe, wanting you to see what they're seeing. And what they see is you. Looking back at them, all of you here, on vacation. OTC, the official educational provider of the Mystery Hour. Musical guest brought to you by Bear Village. Hey, we have a great musical guest tonight. Please put your hands together for Jackson Stokes.
Walk through the desert, no trees left to cry. Lost desolation turns the mind so dry and dead. Lost motivation, never seemed to actualize. Can't complete my mission, so it's saying something like my head, in my head, in my body head to toe. So how to keep on trying when I know it lose control on you. My right motivation never seemed to actualize. Can't complete my mission to attain something like my you. Oh, on you, inside of you, inside of you. I used to fly, I used to run, I used to try, I used to love, love, love. Come back around, I'm broken down. My time is now, my time is now, now, now. And I used to run, and I used to try, and I used to love, love, love. Come back around, 'cause I'm broken down. My time is now, my time is now, 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 baby. And I used to fly, and I used to run, I used to try, and I used to love, love, love. Oh, come back around, 'cause I'm broken down. My time is now, my time is now, now, now.
That was awesome. Nailed it. Jackson Stokes, there he is. 10% of our box office proceeds tonight goes to A's Project of the Ozarks. See you guys next week.
Craft services provided by Big Whiskeys.